Stress is one of the most misunderstood parts of human psychology. We treat it like an enemy, something to avoid, suppress, or escape from. But in truth, stress is a message from your mind and body, a signal, not a sentence. Welcome to Psychology of Humans. Today, we're breaking down the psychology of stress, what it really is, how it affects the brain, and the science-backed ways to manage it before it controls you. What stress really is in psychological terms: stress is your body's response to perceived threat or challenge. It's not always bad. In fact, some stress is essential. It's what keeps us alert, focused, and motivated. This type is called eustress, the positive kind that pushes you to perform, adapt, or grow. But when that pressure becomes constant, it shifts into distress, the chronic, harmful kind that wears you down physically and mentally. The difference isn't in the situation, it's in your perception of it. Two people can face the same challenge. One sees it as a problem, the other as a test. The situation hasn't changed, only the story in their head has. That's the psychology of stress. It's not what happens to you, it's how your mind interprets it. The biology behind stress: when you experience stress, your brain activates the amygdala, the region that detects threat. This triggers the hypothalamus pituitary HPA axis, flooding your system with adrenaline and cortisol. Your heart rate rises, your pupils dilate, your muscles tense. This is the fight, flight, or freeze response, an ancient mechanism designed for survival. It's brilliant in short bursts, helping you react to danger or urgency. But when that system stays switched on for too long, it becomes toxic. Chronic stress can disrupt sleep, weaken immunity, and even shrink parts of the brain related to memory and emotional regulation. In short, stress is meant to protect you, not destroy you. But in the modern world, our triggers are no longer lions or storms, they're deadlines, bills, and expectations. And our biology hasn't caught up. The mind's role in stress: here's the key. Your thoughts create your stress response as much as your environment does. Psychologists call this cognitive appraisal. How you interpret a situation determines how much stress it produces. If you believe you have the resources to handle something, your brain classifies it as manageable. If you don't, it labels it as threat, and the stress response intensifies. This is why mindset matters. Studies show that people who view stress as enhancing rather than damaging actually perform better under pressure and have fewer health issues long term. Your interpretation literally changes your body's reaction. The psychology of coping. So, how do you cope when stress takes over? There are two main strategies psychologists recognize. 1. Problem-focused coping. This means addressing the source of stress directly, taking action to solve or reduce the cause. It's effective when the situation is within your control, organizing tasks, setting boundaries, or planning solutions. 2. Emotion-focused coping. This means managing your emotional reaction to stress. It's useful when the situation itself can't be changed, like illness, loss, or uncertainty. This includes mindfulness, reframing thoughts, or simply allowing yourself to feel emotions without judgment. The healthiest people use both. They don't suppress stress, they work with it. Mindfulness and the stress response. One of the most effective tools against chronic stress is mindfulness, the ability to stay present and observe your thoughts without reacting to them. MRI studies show that consistent mindfulness practice reduces amygdala activity, literally quieting the brain's alarm system. It also strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for logic, control, and calm reasoning. Even 10 minutes of daily mindfulness can lower cortisol levels and improve emotional regulation. You can think of it as upgrading your stress response software, building stress resilience. Resilience isn't about avoiding stress, it's about how quickly you recover from it. Psychologists call this stress inoculation, gradually exposing yourself to manageable challenges to build tolerance. Exercise, cold exposure, public speaking, or even setting small daily challenges all train your nervous system to handle discomfort without panic. Each time you face stress and recover, your brain learns, "I can handle this," and the next time, it reacts less intensely. Final thoughts: stress isn't your enemy, it's information. It's your body saying, something needs attention. The goal isn't to eliminate stress, but to understand it, to use it as fuel instead of fear. So next time you feel it rise, pause and ask, is this threat real, or is it just my mind preparing me for growth? Because often, stress isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign that you're expanding your limits. Thanks for watching Psychology of Humans. Please like and subscribe.